Alright, just got done using this thing. This is called a jointer. Makes the edges nice and straight so that you can glue them up like this. I haven't glued them up yet, but I'm just like test fitting and looking at the grain on the ends, seeing if I can, you know, stagger the curvature of the grain, but we'll see. A lot of people think that doesn't matter. I don't know. I think it might not matter, but I do it anyway just in case. So if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. If it does matter, then I'm doing something. Who knows? Oh yeah, I'll glue this up and we'll see this tomorrow. Maybe I might show you it glued up and stuff. But you know, it's kind of boring gluing things up. Everybody glues things up. It's no big deal. All right. All right. Here are the 3 boards all glued up. Maple, walnut, maple. Should make a cool looking, I think they're calling this a bread peel. It's going to be for cooking, or I don't know, cooking bread in a pizza oven. Just sliding it in and out. We'll see what this looks like. I don't think it's going to stay in the oven with the bread. It's just to slide the bread in and slide it back out. Something like that. We'll see. One quick little note. You notice I put I always put a plastic bag. This is my old Craftsman. It's a really, really old Craftsman table saw under there that a buddy gave to me for nothing. Somebody gave it to him, so he gave it to me, which was really cool. But anyway, I always put this plastic bag under here because the glue always drips and it makes a mess of the metal top. You have to scrape it off. It's a real pain. So with the plastic bag, I just take the plastic bag off. I put it up on the shelf somewhere and I'll use it again and again until I can't use it anymore, and I throw it away and get another plastic bag. And that's it. All right. Just wanted to tell you guys that's all. Okay, it's dried overnight. Looks really good so far. Just got to run this through the drum sander a couple times to flatten out both sides. And I'll put that on time lapse. Alright, looking good. I love how this glue up came out like perfect. I mean, granted, I use a jointer, you know, to get this nice and straight, but I'm always amazed at how well of a job the jointer does to make things like, I mean, that's absolutely flat. Look at that. There's not one gap in there at all. Amazing. That's, you know, both sides. Flip it over and look at that. It's absolutely perfect. All right. Next, I gotta pick one of these sides to be the side that's gonna go down, you know, underneath on the CNC, and I gotta sand that nice and smooth so the double-sided tape will stick really well to it. I don't want to have any of these ridges from the drum sander that might make it less sticky for the double-sided tape. All right, I got this sanded on this side. I think I'm going to use this side is going to be the side that goes down on the CNC, so this side will remain pretty much as you see, and the other side will get shaved down. I'm gonna make this the blade, you know, the big blade end, and down there will be the handle, since that's like straighter grain down there, and I think it'll make I don't think it'll make a stronger handle. Straighter grain be better for the handle than this curly. I don't know, the curly stuff for the handle might not be strong. Could break across the grain. I don't know. Well, we'll see. That's just my thought. I thought the straight grain would make a stronger handle. All right, to be continued. Alright, got all my double-sided tape on there. I vacuumed this best as I can, I think. Let's see. I'll flip this over. Pick this up like this. Okay. Move this over here. Pushing this up against the bench dogs as tight as I can. There. Okay. So that other side was sanded smooth because that's going to be the side that remains, because I'm going to end up shaving down this side, I believe. We'll see. See how it works out. I don't know. Maybe I might end up shaving the other side. I don't know. It depends on what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, now let's come over here. Okay. Gonna load the file. It is the bread peel profile. Load that up. Hello, people. There it is. It's pretty simple. There. It's got a jog and probing. Move this. I already homed the machine with the bit that I need in it already. So bring this up front here. Over here, and I'm gonna figure out my X, Y, and Z and all that. Okay, drop this down. There. There. I should just do. Thinking I might just slow this down a little bit there and over here to bring this down. This is the let me make that my wait, hold on. That could be my oh, you know what? Let me redo this thing because I want to make sure. Yeah, okay. No, I think I'm good. Okay, let's bring this up. Because this isn't perfectly square. Maybe I should have cut this square, but oh well. Might be too late for that now. Well, it's never too late, right? As they say. Okay. This way, down. Okay, let's probe here. It's a 1/4 inch bit. That touch there, flip. Gonna come over here. Touch there. Okay, now I raise this thing up and move this over this way, and I probe the center. Okay, so now this thing, if I go to, no, it's exit probing, go to work origin, go to work origin, there we go, check them right there. Here, okay, so it's right above that corner now, which is where I want it to be. Okay, and I'll start, let's see, over here I hit, I'm not good at this. Rewind, let's do cycle start. It's coming over here because it's asking for the first bit, which is the clearance bit. We'll hit cycles. Oh wait, you know what though? I'm not fully clamped yet. Oh my god, let me clamp everything first. Oh jeez. Okay, I'm gonna put clamps on everything and then I'll start this again. Hold on. Okay, I got my horizontal clamp there, pushing on the, looks like a sliver of plywood that was curved the other way, so it works great. Holding that, it's holding it up against the bench dogs. Yeah, the bench dogs. And then I got this clamp here, but it's probably the only clamp I can put because back there I believe the rear end of my vacuum thing would hit the clamps, so oh well. Okay, so I think now I am ready to start. Still asking for that hog 25.25 1/4-inch bit, which is what I have loaded in here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there it is. It's a thing of nightmares. Look at that thing. Yeesh. Okay. Rewind. Cycle start. Cycle start. Cycle start. There it goes. Okay. Gonna go back there. Hope this works. And it's gonna touch down on my tool setter. Beep. There it goes. It should come up here somewhere. There. Now I'll put you on the time lapse. All right, I finished that profile cut. I don't think it went. Oh yeah, it did go all the way through. I could see down to my spoil. You could see that rut in my spoil board from another project. You could see that rut down in that hole there. It looks like, yep. So it went through. At least there it did. All right. Jogging and probing. Put this on fast. Let's raise my Z up. This I don't think I'm gonna run into anything, but you never know. Alright, back you go. Getting it out of the way. I'll put it over there this time. There, push. Okay, and it's funny, the dust collection, I'm wondering, like, why is it not, before, I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, I noticed there was a lot of dust there. It wasn't really sucking up because my pipe up there, my PVC pipe, right behind that hose clamp, it popped out. I'm like, I thought I had it glued. But I guess I didn't have it glued, and the hose popped out, and I could hear the noise, and that's why it wasn't sucking up. So as soon as I hooked it back up again, boom, it works great. It's not everybody's dust boot. They prefer something different. So far, I've been liking this one. My only complaint is that big elbow that sticks out the back. If I have any kind of clamps, it hits the clamps, and it's a real pain in the butt sometimes. But I don't know. I might change dust boots. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but see what the future brings. Okay, next I'm gonna pull this off the board, off the spoil board, and see how well it cut out, and see if I have to trim anything. Okay, take this clamp off. That's the first and the easiest. Cut this thing off. Oh, really? That was barely doing anything. I thought I tightened it, but maybe it got loose. All right, let's see what this looks like. That's the hard part, prying this up. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's a good sign. Right, look at that. That's nice. Let's pick this up. If I get the whole thing up. There we go. Oh, yeah, it cut all the way through, and look at that. Wow. That's thanks to my my calipers, which are, I think, very accurate. I measured the thickness of this with my calipers, and damn, look at that. It just doesn't touch it at all, it seems. Wow, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Yeah, look. It went through the wood. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get a closer shot of that. It cut, the bit came and cut through the wood, but did not cut through the tape. That's how accurate that cut did. That's amazing. I'm always amazed by this machine. It's amazing. All right, very cool. I'll just peel all this off. It's, you know, want to watch me doing that. It's kind of boring. Okay, I got all the tape off, and I did notice that there's a knot hole right here. I noticed it before. I guess I wasn't thinking. I sanded this side smooth, thinking this was going to be the remaining side, and then I was going to taper down this side. But then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to taper this down, hopefully eliminating that knot when I taper this really thin. And then this will be the remaining side, which doesn't have any knots. Still pretty, but we'll see. I don't know. This side is much prettier, so maybe I'll do something with it. I don't know. I'm torn. I like this pretty side, but I like this pretty grain and this pretty grain here, but this side isn't so bad. That still looks pretty there. And this little knot or whatever you want to call it there, that looks pretty too. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so next I have to if I am gonna shave this side off, which maybe I will, I don't know. I think I will. And then this side will be the remaining side that doesn't get tapered and shaved down. I'm gonna have to sand this smoother so that it adheres to whatever board I'm gonna use to adhere this to create the tilt, so I can shave it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit. Okay, I got my surfacing bit all chucked up, and I did decide to shave down the side that has the knot on it. It'd be easier than having to fill this. I don't want to fill it with something because this is going to go like in an oven with bread and food and whatnot, and I don't know, just don't want to put anything artificial in there. So yep, here we go. And all I did here, if you saw in the time lapse, underneath here, you probably can't really see it, but way up underneath there are bench dogs picking this up so that this white board is tilted on a slight angle, which is just the right angle because I measured and measured and measured. It's the perfect angle for me to shave this to give it a nice taper. They want it tapered all the way from the handle all the way to the very tip here, leaving it about an eighth, between an eighth inch or so. I don't know how thick it is, but somewhere around there. It's pretty thin. So here we go. I'm gonna put this on time lapse and we're gonna start shaving this thing down. All right, done shaving this thing down, but wow, what a royal mess. Look how nice. Got that nice and thin on the end there. Hope this stays straight. Usually, you know, you get something this thin, it's gonna end up bowing and curving, but we'll see. Yeah, I got some vacuuming to do. Oof, man, what a mess. The dust boot did okay. It got a lot of it, but not all of it, obviously. Looks pretty bad. I got some cleaning to do. Look at it, it's all over the floor. It's all over me. Yeah, I'm a big mess here. All right, this will be fun. Okay, here it is, all shaved down. Looking good. I got it semi-clamped here to the table. I'm gonna sand. Now, start with 80 grit, then 120, and that'd be it. And I'll round off all these edges and stuff, and it should be good to go. Okay, and then maybe some laser engraving. I don't know. I'll see what I can think of. Okay, off to time-lapse land. All right, she's all sanded up, ready for finish, and then laser my logo over there somewhere. And that's about it. Okay, we'll go on to the oil next. I use pure tung oil, which is food safe. As long as you make sure it's not tung oil finish, it has to say pure tung oil and nothing else. And then it's definitely food safe. This is the stuff I use. It's been around a while. You see it dripped down the bottle and stuff. There it is, pure tung oil by, this is Real Milk Paint Company. The Real Milk Paint Company makes pure tung oil. If I have a Amazon list, an Amazon link, I'll put it in the description. Just a quick note on a lot of different finishes, like I know linseed oil, and I believe this tung oil, if left out, like if you leave an oily rag out, it can spontaneously combust. So I've heard of wood shops burning down because of that. So the best thing you can do is save any kind of container that has a screw on top and put all your oily rags in there, oily paper towels in my case, and I keep them in something like that so they can't get any air, or at least not any more air than what's in there, and supposedly that prevents them from spontaneously combusting. So just a little note, something I learned. I don't know if it's true or not. If it's not true, please mention something in the comments. And thanks for watching. That should be done in a minute. All right, she's all oiled up and done. Pretty much dry now. This one. And I didn't put a hole in the handle because I noticed that they don't really hang them. They just lay them on top of the oven, so it doesn't really need a hole in the handle, I guess. But yeah, love this walnut. Look how nice that walnut looks. Nice, pretty walnut. Okay. Next is the laser engraver. Just stick my logo up there and then she's done, ready to be delivered to her new forever home. There it is, looking pretty good. There we go, there's my little logo engraved. Looking pretty good, I might say. I like how it gives a little, actually carves it a little bit, the laser. It's kind of cool. And there it is. All done. Ready to go. Ready to leave my very messy workshop and go to its new final destination. All right, ciao. I'll probably put some pictures up after this.